Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this November 6th, 2025 Policing Body Safety Meeting. I'm going to begin by taking attendance at Councilmember Brennan. Town Supervisor Cassie Dorn is going to be here in a couple minutes. Myself, Deputy Chief Twitty, Lieutenant Frenier, Town Clerk Michelle Martinelli, Town Attorney Finnan, Judge Swinton, Michigan Fire District 1 Chief Vanna, Comptroller Ms. Kara Parks, and Confidential Secretary Ms. Kelly Dier-Pino. I don't have any other attendees. The first order of business, we need a motion to accept the October 9th, 2025 meeting minutes. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Operationally, we're still working on the dangerous dog agreement. The good news is I was on the phone with them a couple days ago, and the prices have been conveyed to me that they're not going to raise the prices, which we were concerned about. So that's a good thing. I'm getting the contract. Also, the other two kind of go along with that underneath. Our APF agreement is due for renewal, and our Susquehanna agreement is also due for renewal. APF is going to be sending me their agreement. Susquehanna, they have not gotten back to me yet as that backup shelter, but it looks like we're going to be pretty status quo for the dog agreements. So we're good. I kept on here. We talked about it last meeting. Just a reminder, all night parking, the town code. From 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. from November 1st through April 1st. I know we had some people reaching out. A lot of folks are not aware of this. We ask that please abide by this. If you have parking in your driveway, utilize it. Helps keep our roads clear for our big fire vehicles that come through. We're going to have snow coming soon. We have leaves out by the road. We do this to just free up the roadways so that we can plow and get the leaves, and we don't have any hazards in doing those things through the cold months. Also under our operations, we had e-bikes. This is ongoing. We're still working with our complete streets. We're talking about getting maybe potentially more of a countywide meeting together to do some further regulation of e-bikes as it relates to not only our town roads, but also the bike paths. We had discussed this through email. Jessica and I had, I know the supervisor and I talked about it extensively also. With the vast amount of bike paths that interconnect to other municipalities, it would make sense if everybody got together and regulated it the same way with regards to those bike paths. So that's what we're working on right now. Under fleet and equipment, our 602 upfit is completed, so that is in service. We have a firearms purchase that we're going to be doing because we're transitioning, as we spoke about many meetings ago, to the newest version of the Glock. That firearm purchase is within the purview, but it's $6,254.82. I'm going to be moving monies. I think I actually already have moved monies from some other lines that we had savings on to be able to facilitate this. As part of that, there's going to need to be a resolution to surplus the old firearms for the replacement that we're going to be putting on for this month. We also have our end of year uniform purchase that we recently got a quote on. We try to buy everybody at least a new set of uniforms, so we're going to be getting everybody a new set of uniforms here coming up as well. That was a budgeted item. We have a Motorola LPR purchase. I know this should just say ongoing LPR purchase because we're always on Motorola LPR purchase equipment. This one is coming out of one of our lines. We were able to move monies in the burn grant to facilitate the purchase of a traffic trailer like the one we have on Route 7, which is also a billboard traffic trailer. But there wasn't enough monies left over to actually purchase. We need one camera for that trailer, and then we're also going to be purchasing a second mobile camera with a solar panel. We had sort of tested one of these when we were looking at the different options on how to do LPRs. And we found it was pretty successful on some of our roads, so it will just give us a further ability to put it up in locations that we want to target for different purposes. We had used it on Rosendale Road at one point, and it worked very, very well. So that's what this purchase is, and that's going to go to resolution as well.
Is that part of the grant or?
No, this is budgeted money. Yep. Also under fleet and equipment, the government, as we know, is shut down. I got notification through another chief that the Patrick Leahy Dust grant that we applied for came out. I don't know, they didn't communicate to us, but we did go on because we want to secure those monies, and I submitted an application for $5,981.10. It's a 50-50 split on the vest for reimbursement, and that will hopefully get approved in the next upcoming months for next year's purchases. Also under building, I just put locker rooms, and the reason I put locker rooms was because we had the Burn Jag grant folks here. We did a tour of the different equipment, the gym, the traffic cars that we purchased and things like that. One of the things I had spoken specifically with them about was if there was an opportunity to apply for monies to upgrade our locker rooms. Our locker rooms are original to the building. When they were built, there were many, many more male officers than female officers. And so if you go into the male locker room, to be able to facilitate having enough lockers, the lockers are very narrow and small, and it doesn't work. We've made it work over the years, but it doesn't work. And they had suggested to us that we could in fact apply for that. So I'm going to be looking to try to get some quotes on what a retrofit for our locker rooms would look like, and then apply for a grant to hopefully facilitate that upgrade. Under training, Sergeant Mara is attending, not Mara, Munger is attending police supervisor school and is currently there now, November 3rd to the 21st. This is a requirement. And when you get promoted, within 1 year of your promotion, you have to attend, and he's there now. We also have Officer Guest and Officer Walker attending the New York State Women's Law Enforcement Conference in Syracuse. Currently, they're there. It's pretty exciting. This is the first time we were able to send some of our female officers to this, and we had budgeted for it. So we're hoping that they have a really good experience and come back with some good training and some connections from other women in law enforcement throughout the state. Under citizen correspondence, I didn't have anything, but I just we did receive an email, the supervisor did, regarding Grand Boulevard. Mr. Van Patten had contacted us about excessive speeds on Grand Boulevard. I did forward this email to our traffic and communication division. They had already reached out to Mr. Van Patten to kind of identify, when this is happening, what he's seeing out there. So we have a department-wide email that went out for extra engagement and enforcement over in that area, but also we're going to be putting up a traffic counter to get some data, really see what's going on. I know as a part of that conversation, there have been some folks that have brought to us the idea that perhaps we should be going to 25 miles an hour at a minimum in Old Miss unit to sort of match what the city is doing. And I think that that's going to be a discussion we're going to have in the upcoming months. Under town events, we have Coffee with a Cop at the Senior Center, the third Tuesday every month. Come see me, it's a great time. We have the Niski Food Drive, November 8th, which is this Saturday, correct Saturday, at Town Hall from 10 to 2.
10 to 12.
10 to 12, I'm sorry. So please, Jessica, do you know specifically the food items that we want to bring for that?
I don't have this in front of me, but I know corn, I can't corn, box potatoes, box stuffing.
Imagine Thanksgiving and bring it.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
And
Non-perishable.
yes, and cereal items and dried rice and beans. And that's probably most.
Like the staple foods?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Under town events, we also have the 2025 Holiday Parade with Santa that we do with our Fire District 1. We're still sort of in the planning stages for that. Do we have a date? Can we lock a date down?
It was 13th or the 16th,
So
whatever that.
That Saturday.
Yeah.
It is a
More details to come. We'll push that out through the town website. I think we had talked about doing hot cocoa with Santa again prior to it and things like that. It's a great event for anyone that hasn't been, for us to get out in the community, collect gifts, and just really engage. So it's going to be a fun time. Under town clerk, we still have the food truck conversation ongoing and the background check fees. Michelle, did you have a date in the back?
So yes, most of the town clerks that I reached out to, they only have their police department background checks. They don't go to any other company to have these checks done. It sounds like we're the only ones that have that extra level background check.
Okay.
So that wasn't too much.
Well, from a fee
And there's
perspective,
no fee.
but did we have any internal discussions about what we think we should set the fee at? Did we come up with a? No. Okay.
So we were going to talk earlier, but most of them that come back high are around $98. So if you're going to cover, it's going to have to be like $100. Not all of them come back that high, but the list that we had, quite a few of them did because they have multiple
Sure.
state checks.
I can reach out to the chief soon, understand what they're doing as far as a background check, because I don't know. I'll reach out to someone just and get some information as to how they're doing.
So it'd be about $100 for a vendor to go door to door in our town. Perfect. Per person in the
Per
country.
Person,
First,
per
Just
person.
because per each person is
Yeah.
separate background check. Doesn't sound really unreasonable. A company who's for profit.
We also
Problem
do,
is when it's not for.
yeah, it's not, we do not.
Let me reach out to someone to see how they do. Because there's like, Schenectady can't be doing background checks on solicitors. Yeah,
I didn't reach out to them.
I'll just see what else they use. Under court and town attorney judge, did you have anything for the court?
Nope, clerks continue to keep us out of trouble. Okay.
Alina, did you want to add anything for the town attorney?
Lost my trouble.
Ongoing. Chief, did you have anything for the fire departments?
Yeah, just October, as you know, is one of our busiest months because of fire prevention. And between Niskuna District 1, District 2, and Rexford Fire, we provided direct education to 2,466 children and 286 adults over the course of the month. And that doesn't include the open houses that we did at both of our stations, which were very well attended. As First Assistant Chief Henry from District 2 wanted me to specifically bring up the police department and the engagement officers that were there, community engagement officers that were there. He said that was a real hit over in District 2. And he said a lot of feedback afterwards from parents about how they're working with the students or the children that were coming was really positive and helped to allay fears from a lot of those kids. So that was really a big hit. So thank you for that. And then also to the town, thanks for involving all of us in the townwide events. I know the trunk or treat was a really big hit with everybody. And that's all I got.
So I didn't have anything specifically from the school district.
Can I add into that, both fire departments will be collecting food for emergency food drive
Yes.
as well.
Okay.
That'll be another spot people can conveniently drop off.
We should send them there. We should send out another reminder to the Eagles about to be for Saturday. I would do it tomorrow, right?
I know. Mhm. Right now, people don't.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Under personnel, Officer Kayla Mabo has completed her probationary period. Goes quick. She's doing a great job and we're recommending that she be made permanent. Under other, we just leave it on, still working on the town of Niskuna event application, specific to road closures and permitting process and things of that nature. Did anyone have anything else that we haven't touched on that they wanted to bring to the committee? Going once, twice, sold, all right. So just on our resolutions, we have a surplus of firearms, the Motorola LPR purchase, the permanent appointment of a police officer, the Patrick Leahy bulletproof vest grant application, and then I just put tentatively the APF agreement because I'm waiting for that. They said they're going to send it to me. Also the Montgomery County SPCA Commander's Dog Agreement. When I have those, I'll get those out so everybody can see those. But that's all I have. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Okay.
I'm sorry, who said second? All those in favor? With that, we will close this meeting. It's 3:45. And our next meeting will be December 4th, 2025 at 3:30 p.m. Thanks for attending.
Are you?